Opening day 2025, Dodger Stadium crackled with anticipation. Tyler Glasnow, the towering right-hander, took the mound. He was back. Glasnow had missed the Dodgers World Series run last year. An elbow injury cut his season short, but now he was healthy again. He was ready to reclaim his spot as a force in the Dodgers rotation. Glasnow's first pitch, a fastball, sizzled past Ronald Acuna Jr. The crowd roared. For 5 innings, Glasnow dominated the Braves. He struck out 8. He allowed just 2 hits. Glasnow's performance was a statement. His long road back had led him to this moment. He was ready to dominate again. Glasnow's dominance was no accident. It was the product of a grueling offseason. He completely reinvented himself. Glasnow knew he had to make changes. He needed to stay healthy. He wanted to reach his full potential. This was his moment to prove himself. The Dodgers had a plan for Glasnow. They knew his talent was undeniable. But they also knew he needed guidance. The team surrounded him with experts. They focused on his mechanics. They helped him develop a new mental approach. The goal was clear. They wanted to unlock the best version of Tyler Glasnow. Glasnow's reinvention started with his pitching mechanics. He had always been a field pitcher. He relied on his natural talent, but the Dodgers wanted him to be more precise. They wanted him to repeat his delivery consistently. Mark Pryor, the Dodgers pitching coach, worked closely with Glasnow. They broke down his delivery. They identified areas for improvement. Glasnow learned to use his lower body more effectively. He developed a smoother arm action. The goal was to take stress off of his elbow. They wanted to increase his velocity. Glasnow's mental approach also needed an overhaul. He tended to overthink on the mound. He would get frustrated easily. The Dodgers taught him mindfulness techniques. He learned to stay present in the moment. He focused on one pitch at a time. The mental changes were just as important as the physical ones. Glasnow also made changes to his pitching grips. He worked with Connor McGuinness, the Dodgers' assistant pitching coach. They focused on his curveball. It had lost its bite. They adjusted his grip to restore its sharp downward movement. Glasnow's curveball became a devastating weapon again. The key to Glasnow's transformation was a shift in his mental approach. He moved away from internal analysis. That meant obsessing over every little movement. Instead, he embraced external focus. He focused on the target. He visualized the pitch he wanted to throw. This new mindset freed Glasnow. It allowed him to pitch with more instinct and confidence. The change didn't come easily. Old habits are hard to break. But Glasnow was determined. He spent hours practicing mindfulness. He worked with the Dodgers' mental skills coach. Gradually, he began to trust the process. The results were evident. He was more relaxed on the mound. He had a new sense of calmness. Glasnow embraced the Dodgers' emphasis on data and technology. He studied his pitching metrics. He used high-speed cameras to analyze his mechanics. He embraced the feedback. He used it to make adjustments. Glasnow's willingness to learn impressed the Dodgers' coaching staff. They knew they had a special player on their hands. The Dodgers also overhauled Glasnow's training regimen. They replaced his old program with a focus on flexibility and core strength. This helped him generate more power from his legs. It also reduced the strain on his arm. The new training methods were demanding, but Glasnow embraced the challenge. He knew it would make him a better pitcher. Glasnow's 2024 season had been a tale of two halves. He was dominant in the first half. He earned his first All-Star selection, but he struggled in the second half. He battled back tightness. Then came the elbow injury. It was a frustrating end to a promising season. Through it all, Glasnow never lost faith. He knew he could come back stronger. He used the offseason to address his weaknesses. He worked harder than ever before. He was determined to make the most of his opportunity. Glasnow's comeback was an inspiration to his teammates. They knew what he had been through. They were amazed by his dedication. Glasnow's successful debut was just the beginning. He had a long season ahead of him, but he was ready for the challenge. He had the tools, he had the mindset, he had the support of his team. Tyler Glasnow was back, and he was ready to help the Dodgers win another championship.